Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Under Construction. This is episode 9, I believe, because I'm looking at episode 8 off to the side here. And today we're going to be working on 3 things, of course, with our little intermission in between. The first thing is this area right here, as well as this block. These total of 4.5 blocks of buildings that need scenery like these guys. Or at the very least, like these guys. As well, we could use some, so that's step 1. Thing number 2 is setting up multiple industries at both of these locations to get them done, especially this one. This one needs it more than anything. And then the third and final thing is I want to get done everything, what is this? This is north, so everything east of the road here. So all the stuff in here. And I did get told that these switches are too tight, so I'm going to adjust them. This is going to be an interesting thing. Unfortunately, we can't use the JR trailers and whatnot, but we'll have to make do. Well, probably, it shouldn't be too hard to find stuff on the download station for it. Okay, so anyways, first things first, let's get to work on this. Now, I feel like I spent a lot of last time placing buildings. Obviously, I don't want to spend the entire time doing that. I don't want to always spend every episode placing buildings. Oh, you know what? This didn't get its driveway. This didn't get its driveway entrance either. This doesn't have a driveway. I need to finish this area first. But yeah, I don't want to spend the whole time, like every episode, just placing buildings for this. So we're going to sort of alternate. One episode I'll place buildings, the other one I'll work on scenery. And hopefully my scenicking will be able to catch up to the building placement. So that's next. We'll do that area next, but first I'm going to work on this area. So that means we need this one, and it's got to go here. I worked on the commercial district a lot, and if I happen to find a building that fits there right now, I will put it there. Whoops, wrong way around. But I'm not too worried about that, because the main commercial district, I feel like, is sort of well enough. I've got to know what to fill some of the blank, or the more empty areas with, but at the same time, the centermost area is, well, clearly enough to me, it's good. It's fine where it is. Oh, crap. Go back down. I did adjust that already, didn't I? So, next thing, this right here, open that. Hey, Ice Cream Man. Right there. Ooh, good. Wrong way again. I need to remember, it goes on the... Oh. It goes on the right. There we go. That's a tight one. That's a tall sidewalk, if I've ever seen one. I'm going to leave this like this because bump over the curb and keep going. So these guys now have driveways. This has a thing. Maybe I should add a couple walkways here. So let's get boardwalk. No. We have sidewalks, but I feel like that's a little bit overkill, especially considering how wide they are. 12-foot sidewalk. Yeah, no, that's like a whole lane. I wonder if I have one of these paths somewhere. I don't think I've found anything that's really to my liking. That's the thing. So this area seems so plain in reference to here. I'm trying to figure out what exactly is missing. But I think it's fine. Never that interesting anyways. It's just houses. Okay, so first things first, we need driveways for all the houses. Grab this. Asphalt driveway, as always. First one's gonna go here, that's for that house. Let's see, do these guys have a door on this side? They don't have a door on this side either, but they do have a back door. So let's put that there. And another one right up next to it for both of these houses. Yeah, that'll be for this house. A little bit more distant to the side, but... Alright, and then... one here. You know what? Nobody over here has a garage. Whoa. Do they? Oh, well, this guy does. Oh, this guy doesn't have a driveway. Okay. So that's there. Let's break up the road and give it the sidewalk that it needs. Gonna be on the right. Oh, nope, wrong one. This road. Nope. Alright, the one right above it then. This one. It's gonna be on the right side. There we go. This guy doesn't have a driveway either. I'm gonna use this and put it right here. And then we're gonna need an actual driveway. Now, let's move this slightly. There we go. Oh, nope, I want a spline. I want the driveway spline. There, that's fine. Oh, wait. Lower this end just a tick. That's right, I still need to do some detailing on that. But I might sort of leave this as is for now. It's kind of lame, but it's not terrible. I want to throw some... Oh, hold on. I see some grid. Let's get like a shed. Put over here. Shed. Sure, why not? No, you know what? I don't like that one. These are all like industrial sheds. Alright, fine. Put this over here. Alright. Anyways, let's, what was the other thing I was going to do? I can't recall now. Oh, that's right. I was going to put some trees in the front yard, like, of people's houses. They don't... That's what I'm missing. We don't have enough trees here. There isn't enough foliage. So, let's add a couple of American beech trees here. Those are a little bit big. Something smaller. The boxwoods are the topiaries. I'll do an aspen tree. Bohol maple. These are alright. I could see somebody having one of these in front of their house. Or a couple of these. I'm sure the kids that live here love to rake up the leaves every fall. Yeah, alright, so we have that. Let's add like a big tree sort of off to the side here. How about a bristlecone? Nope. Never mind. Not a bristlecone pine. How about one of these sort of here? Alright, well that's nothing to write home about. But let's add some changed texture in the yard for that one. Just to add something a little bit more interesting. So this sort of area. Alright, so I'll put the tree there. There, sure. Leave it like that. Although, do we have any... Alright, I'm getting off track here. Okay, so back to driveways. I haven't been paying attention to the time either, so we're already 10 minutes in. And I've not really done that much. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm only going to move forward with placing buildings on these areas once I've done the last several blocks. It just sucks to see so many empty ones. This goes here. We've got one that we've got to slide under a car. There. We've got a bit that needs grass. Oh, still. There. That one has a driveway. This one has a driveway. We'll add another driveway. Bring that to there. Oh, we'll add it here. We'll give that guy a garage, maybe. We'll add one here. And another one here. Actually, let's connect this like that. And then just filter this house so it's parallel with its driveway. There we go. So now all these houses have driveways. Except for this one. This one's too cool for a driveway anyways. This is the one where I imagined having a little road that does that, but I'm not sure that's something I feel like doing. Or having one that runs back here. One of the dirt roads like we've seen. But, no, generally I'll just put a fence line down the middle here and give everybody fences. Oh right, driveways. One more. Right here. So now we've got to give some of these houses garages. Not that. Let's do garage, one car. That doesn't really match. But I don't think we've used this color before, so. Let's sort of wedge it in so it's almost like connected. It's semi-connected. There we go, good enough. Unless I have one that better matches. Yeah, this one does. Alright, we'll put that there. What the hell's the green roof? Okay. Put this in 14 minutes. We're halfway through this section. I'm putting garages down still. Throwing down buildings is a lot easier and simpler than doing the garages. Let's give these guys like a 2-car garage. Do we have a dark? Yep. This one matches much more closely. And let's get that asphalt spline once more. And we'll sort all of this out once it's time. But those guys have garages, those two do. Most of these don't. I'll add one back here, though. Do we have a reddish one? The yellow one. That's not right. This one's reddish. It extends kind of far back, but we're gonna have to add a fence. Fence. What is this fence? I was holding shift. I'm not asking you to attach it. This looks like... That's not bad. It's not terrible. But this should go around something a little bit more high class. Let's see. Chain link? No. How about like a fancy wall? No. Farmer. Festiniog. Fence guardrail. Fence H type 1. Fence mesh. Fence. Fence station white wood. That's fine. Although these are... That isn't like... Yeah. It's like here, we're going to separate these two, but not really. Not really what I was thinking of, not really what I was going for. We'll connect this through here. And then connect this like this. So this guy has clearly defined his property. Does not want other people on it. We're missing mailboxes. That's not something I'm going to do. I'm not going back at this point in the game and giving mailboxes to everybody. So now we need like a tougher fence, like one that you can't see through. Fence wood 4, no. Fence wood barrier, no. Wood panel? Wood red? That's more like it, but this is like a No, you know what, that's fine. I could see this being a thing. We'll build that around this way. Although, actually, no, you know what? Let's, this is something that I would see much more often. Let's split it. There. I'll do this. These guys have a fenced-in backyard. Which, this is sort of like my friends had. And what I had. Because you could go from front yard to front yard fairly easily, but backyard to backyard was a little bit different. We don't have gates, so I'm just going to leave that open. I don't know what to do with this strip here, though. Maybe another little road that goes through, but obviously that's not going to work with that one. This is a nice fence, though. I'm going to have to use this more places. Let's hit a different one for this other side, though. Let's grab... This is one more like the one I was thinking of, but we don't... Or it's still a little bit permeable. You can still sort of see through it. So these guys are going to take up about as much space as they're legally allowed to. They think they're so... They think they're all that. Their neighbors are just kind of annoyed with them. I'll end this here and connect it here. I'll actually connect this here as well. So you can get to the front of the house, but the rest of it is no good. No go. Well, let's actually disconnect it there. So that's just a big opening. And then yeah, I think I will string a road sort of through here. These guys don't care. These guys don't care. Or maybe I'll put a hedge in here. Where's my hedge spline? This is a good one. Sort of random enough that you can get away with it. There we go. There's some hedges. All yo curves and all yo hedges. Oh, so that goes to there. And then we'll have that sort of just run right by the back of these guys' house. This guy's house. Although, you know, maybe I'll put an actual fence here. Maybe this one again. And the property line goes this way. Yeah, I think I'll just grass this one up. Instead of having an actual spline there, what I might do is get some dirty area, like dirt-ish grass, if I can do that. If I can find what I'm looking for, and that's a stretch because I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking for. What is going on? Gotta check on everything to make sure everything's more or less synced up still, which seems to be. Yeah, seems to be. Okay. I'm scrolling through this and the computer's just going, I don't know what's making it so unhappy. Maybe this map. Let's see here. That actually fits fairly well. We'll have it like be a tree surrounded clearing. We'll put all grass through that. Okay. And then here we'll get some more of these white picket fences, maybe. Any impermeable white fences that we have? We have this one. We do have this one that's not impermeable. We have this one, which is just kind of silly. But this is just not the same as this area here. If this area is missing something, it's missing some detail. Just all the trees. That area doesn't have as many. But no, it doesn't look like we have it. It doesn't look like we have the kind of fence I'm thinking of. So I'm going to grab this one. And head back over here. And surround some houses with it, including this one. Yeah, I need to do more with the enclosed backyard thing instead of just doing it to random houses. This guy is presumably right on the property line. That's sort of a mismeasurement, though. Let's straighten that out. There we go. This guy is sort of at an angle, though. I remember, a minute ago when I put it there, I did put it at an angle. And then meanwhile, this guy has something going on. Like that. And we'll match up with that line there. This road is going to be gone. The road isn't going to make it through to here. So put this like that. And then run this fence along the sidewalk towards the front of the house. And then cut it off at, well, let's say here. Oh, we've got a little space up front. And we'll put some nice shrubberies in this area. Shrubbery. Let's get... Now as well, we can use this hedge spline, which we haven't used in a little bit. Not sure what for. What for? But possibly to do this. And then, I don't know what else, because, like, that's kind of it. If I connect it to here, then, but we're not going to run it through this guy's water tank. So it's just going to look sort of like that. Let's extend this a little bit more. Nope, I definitely didn't click on that. I wanted to move the spline. These guys are okay. We'll leave this area open. Alright, time to put some trees up. Best part. Let's grab some bow elm maples. This guy, that is a really small maple tree. That's better. Let's do this. This is a big one, right? Same one. Let's get like a real solid tree to put in the back here then. What are those other maple trees? These guys. Dark maples. Feel the power. The dark maple. And then we got mountain maples as well. So let's put some in this backyard. We'll have, I know some people that have just a handful of smaller trees out there in the backyard. You know what? I don't think we have like a fire pit yet. I don't think we put one of those down. I've got to have an area of somebody's yard that's, gone sort of darkish from color. Or for, darkish in color due to the grass not growing there because they're totally dwarfed by the trees that are nearby. They blot out the sun. Nope, not these things. Pine group. Pine high. Nope, not those. Red oak. It's not too red, if I'm honest, but... Alright, now let's do some front yard trees. Trees small. Oh, never mind, it's one of these. Looks kind of cute, but not what I want right now. Sugar maple. Yeah, sure, sugar maple. Sugar maple, pa 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 pa. Let's put one by here. Most of these trees are maples. Let's throw a weeping willow somewhere. Right here in the back. Actually, no, you know what? We'll have to put one by... Where's the dude who's got a house in a ditch? Back here. There we go. I'll make a little one. There. That guy will sort of have a house in a swamp. That's fine. Western red cedar. That's western. Western juniper. White oak. Are these real trees? Yeah, they are. And by real trees, I mean not like a speed tree. I know they're real trees. It's not a question that I need to be asking. Alright, so let's grab another red maple. Maybe move one of these trees out of the yard here. These guys' backyard. There's a little one. Orange tree. No thanks. We're not dealing with plantations right now. You know what we need? We need a positively massive tree. What's the biggest tree we have so far in terms of trunk thickness? This one would be a good candidate. What about one of the broadleaf maples that we have in the forest? Oh, big leaf. Big leaf maple. Boom. That's why you can't put the fence there. Well, that really just towers over now, doesn't it? I think it's lovely. Well, let's get some smaller trees then. American beech trees, of course. One of our mainstays now. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, another one. Whoops. Just some trees like you want to cover yourself. No, acacia tree is not going to do it. I don't need any of those. Boxwood. The boxwoods are the topiaries. Which, for what they are, I don't actually think they add that much to a scene. Like, it's nice to have them, but they're too small. And not numerous enough. An elm tree. How about that? Oh my god, I did not expect that to be that big. Oh, this is going to be the friggin' home tree. We're putting this in the middle. There we go. Look at that. It towers over everything. It's awesome. Love it. Okay, so sugar maples. Let's put a sugar maple in this guy's front yard. Bam, right in front of his door. Nah. Move it off to the side. Where are the little, like, not those, these. No, those are birch trees. We need birch trees. We don't have any yet. Okay. Let's add some birch trees around the base of this enormous tree here. Make it look like they're, you know, praying to their god tree or whatever. So we don't... What about a cypress tree? Oh wait, never mind. Let's go back to birch trees for now. These little guys, they're cute. I like them. We're gonna have to put in grass in a second. Oh, we hit 35 minutes. We should move on to something else. but I want to finish what I started here. This section of the neighborhood, like they all got brochures to have little maple trees in their backyard, and so they did that. This guy is pissed that the neighbor's maple trees started growing in his yard as well. Let's see. Do we have like a where's the swamp maple? I want some of those. Eastern red cedar, though. These are some pretty, like, you wouldn't see these trees around necessarily unless somebody kept them on property. This guy probably put 2 up for the hell of it. Eastern white pine. Wow, that's a tall one. Get rid of that. Put that somewhere else, maybe. Get effing home tree in the middle of town now. And less birch trees on this area, on this side of town. So let's just stick some more in a couple places. Like over here. Or this guy's backyard, maybe just one towards the corner. This guy's already got a tree. This guy has tons of trees. Although I do want to sort of mix up the variety a little bit. Let's add something a little bit larger. Common maples. Oh, that's literally what I just got rid of. Not Norway stuff, obviously. Red maple, then. That's a little bit bigger. Still a maple tree. We'll come back here with grass, but let's move on and do some multiple industries. At least place them and get them ready. So, multiple industry. No, where are the other ones? Here it is. 20 meters sounds good here. This is going to be for, as we've talked about, it's a goods drop-off. So I'm just going to slide it right in the middle. And we'll have to put a platform there next to it. There. We do need another one. We need a multiple industry here, which is going to be a rather small one, so we need a 10-meter one. There. Slide that in and get it connected up. Alright, so that's that. That's going to be for wood chips. Now I need the one for logs. This also needs to be here. This is going to be a coal unloader. Not that it's going to really have all that. Whoops. The bells and whistles of your average coal unloader, but let's just... Nope. Still just grabbing that. Alright. Move that for a second. Go away. Alright. Let's get this into position. We don't have a name for this mill, do we? It's like Olive Mill. Olive Branch Mill. That's what we'll call it. Nothing real special or flashy. Oops, wrong thing. There. There. Took us an extra try, but there you go. Right there, straighten it out. And then we need to move this back to where it belongs, because this got nudged. I think the other one got nudged as well. Not as badly, comparatively, but still not great. So let's get one of these 60-meter ones. put it here because this is for loading of logs. It's still not too many log cars that can be loaded at once. Oh crap. Hold control. There. As good as it's going to get. Slide it into place. Go over here, and we need to make a little dink, as we do. Right there. And then once this is connected, we'll slide the mill back into place. I wish you could merge... Oh, I think that's an autosave. I wish you could merge multiple industries into one industry. I feel like there should be a way to do that. Right now we generally use like the power station rule, stuff like that. This is oh, this is where we do the super elevation. I need to experiment with that. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so... No, not like that. We need to change this. So this is going to be... olive branch mill logs drop off. Or no, logs... log pickup. Pickup. Q's, Q1 logs. There. And then logs. Okay, so set initial product amount. If we do 10, 6 tons is 1 unit. Let me see what I did for the other thing, because I want this to be sort of on the level with that. Branch log transfer. So Q1 starts with 53 units. Size is 100. And makes 1 every 60 seconds. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have it start with fewer, so start with like... If I put 60 here, just 10 units. That's fine. And then, see this doesn't use all the logs to output as logs. Oh no, I wanted to load into vehicle. Processes... Nope, doesn't do that. It creates logs once every 120 seconds. Products. What is this? What is this? We only have one track, though. That's the thing. I wish I could connect them somehow. If there's a way to do that, that'd be awesome. So I think this one is done then. All branch mill does that. So use one every 120. So this, let's see. Olive branch mill goods drop off. Q's, let's get general goods. Let's do the first one. Does that look right? Yes. 20. 14 units. So if I put in 256, oh, that's 100 units. That's okay, you're not going to need that many anyways. So 24, 17 units. It'll consume... So, general goods, unload from vehicle, processes, take a general good, consume 1 units every 120 seconds. That's fine. Okay, so next is the coal. Okay, coal. Which one is which? Which one is the right one? There it is. Size. I think 100,000? Does that work? What is 10,000? 86 tons. So if we have a 100-ton hopper, if this can store as much as a 100-ton hopper, that means it should be about 120,000. Yeah, there we go. So set initial product amount. Say it has 40 tons. And then it'll consume. So switch this to unload from vehicle. This is going to be olive branch mill coal drop off. Processes, takes coal, and then every 60 seconds someone somewhere is making the switch to Tempur-Pedic. What? Okay, so if 120 units is about 100 tons, and I want it to consume, let's see. I don't know how much coal something this would consume an hour. If anybody has a suggestion, go ahead and post it. But, so, if it consumes... I mean, COG takes, like, what, an hour to get up to the top of Mount Washington, consumes about 3 tons of coal. So, that's, a third of a ton per hour, which means, a third of a ton in an hour. In 3 hours it consumes... No. It's an hour. It's a ton in a third of an hour, so a ton in 20 minutes. That seems like a lot. No, I've got that completely wrong. No, I don't. It does seem like a lot, though. So, if a ton is about 1,200, and fine, we'll ballpark it at a ton an hour, or a ton every half an hour, or a ton an hour works. Now, a ton every half an hour to make it more receptive to filling the thing. So, a ton every half an hour, or a ton every 20 minutes. I think I'm still going back to the COG thing. A ton every 20 minutes. And I still don't think that's right. And that means, because we've got to put it in, so let's do that. 1,200. Oh, 1,200 tons? No. 1 ton. Every, that's the smallest we could do, huh? It would be 20 minutes. This is a minute. So, 20 times 60 would be 1,200? Yeah, it would be. Every 20 minutes. Let's do, I'll leave it. It's fine. No, because it won't be as rewarding to fill up. So let's do it every 600 seconds. Which is awfully fast. But, yeah, I'm going to switch back. Wait, no, that would be... Yeah, 600 would be 10 minutes. Yeah, 600 it is. I thought it was 5 minutes, very briefly. So that's fine. Tons, liters, items, tons. Vehicle. Why is that here? I put down a thing, didn't I? I put down a thing somewhere. Hold on. I put down an engine. Did I? Where'd it go? Oh. I put down an engine and tender, cleaned up the engine, didn't clean up the tender. Bam. Gone. Back to what we were doing. Now I think... So that's 1, 2, 3 done. Let's do this one, and then we'll slide the building back into place. What is it called? Olive Branch Mill something wood chips pickup. Okay, so wood chips right there. So how much is 1 ton? Is 100 units. Alright. Well, for reference, how much does this produce? Every 34 seconds, 34,000 wood chips. After it consumes a log. So, we'll say there are some losses there. And it'll consume a log every, it consumes a log every 60 seconds or so. We'll say it produces 20,000 wood chips. That's what it'll... So if it gets 1 log every 60 seconds, this gives you logs at a rate of 1 every 120 seconds. Actually, it consumes, well, a whole log, actually. So let's do 120,000. Like we have for the coal. I guess that's okay. Actually, it should be significantly larger. Starts with 40 tons, 100,000 units. And then, so we'll be able to get 80 tons in there. Let's start it at a lower number, like 25. Tracks, 1 track loads the wood chips into the vehicle, and then processes, creates wood chips out of thin air, produces 1 tons okay, so if it produces 10 tons every 60 seconds, I'm okay with that. Let's change this to like 400,000. There. That's better. Now we can slide this back into place. I'm trying to be very, very careful and specific with this. Oh, you know what? The best indicator is if this thing is centered up on top of the hill here. Which it sort of is, so that's passable. Oh, we did actually just sort of bisect this, though, so... Oh, never mind. It's going to be centered there anyways. Sorry, that was sort of dumb on my part. Oh, actually, this is a really good indicator because this lines up right there. And I'll give it a little extra room in case the hoppers are a little bigger than we anticipate. There. Now, we're not going to be using power station rules right off the bat. Maybe when we do, we'll have to start changing things. Oh, did I turn my render distance way up? Because it might be on, yep. Maybe that's why the game's been going haywire. Alright, so now I turn it way down low. We won't have to worry about that as much. So we need some more multiple industries, one of them being right here. This is an oil drop-off. I'm not going to worry about setting up a dedicated passenger station. Unless you guys really want me to do that. But the multi-purpose platform should handle it. Or should, we'll pretend it's a thingy. Oops, wrong splines. Okay, the thing is still here. Let's move it back. This is right up on the edge, isn't it? I don't want to overshoot with this. Let's move it a little bit then. Well, that's going to move the thing again. It's not too bad. Okay. I think it's kind of chacois, though. It's not quite right on. It's leaning a little bit this way. It's okay, we'll adjust this to compensate. Okay. And then these two are going to stay. That's fine. We need a drop-off for general goods. Same general size. I wish we could copy-paste stuff. That'd be good, too. Or, well, actually, no, that's right, we can. I've never tried copy-pasting multiple industries, but I guess we could get away with it if we really wanted to. Means I'd be copying just about everything around it, though. Oops. Alright, so grab track, connect it back to here. I need to straighten it out again. So. Okay, we're almost at time, so let's work on this then. So this is, what is it, Olive Branch Forestry is what I dubbed it? Yep. Olive Branch Forestry. Goods. Forest goods. Drop off. Okay, so Q general goods. Top one maybe. What's the bottom one? Oh yeah, definitely not that. Goods. Size 100. Start with 2 tons, which is 1 unit. So let's do 40 tons, which is 28 units. We do 100 tons, be 200. Let's just do 200. Actually, let's do 256. There's a very large storeroom here. Size 256. So, and then tracks. Auto pick up, drop off. Goods. Unload from vehicle. I feel like all these can be fairly straightforward. Oops, no, it does not create general goods. It takes general goods and turns them into nothing. Now I consume 1 every 30 seconds. Oops. Yeah. I'll do that. Actually, I'll change it to 45. Products. Yeah, it's fine. Because they've got a fairly large store that keep stuff here. I do need to come back here and do more scenery, though. It's kind of bland as is. So... Olive Branch. Oil. Q's. Diesel fuel, yes. Let's see what we did with the other one. Over here, deep in the woods. We did do this, right? Size 100,000. Consume 20 liters every 60 seconds. We may up that even. 100,000. Okay, and also I'd set it to liters, because that's what it's in. Oops, wrong. Liters. And then multiple pickup drop off, diesel fuel. Unload from vehicle. Diesel fuel. Consume 22 every 60 seconds. This is doing a lot more work. Actually, no, it's not. Because the other one is a bunch of semis. So let's just change it to... Let's actually change it to 15. Alright, so that's that. We got that part done. And we're right at time for checking stuff out. So let's go look at our comments. This is the thing we have to show for the first 30 minutes of the show. We'll get back to that if we can. Do we have a new comment? Aha. Brand new comment. So let's refresh. There are, 13 comments? 14 comments now. On this episode of Under Construction, that was episode 8, FPS Ramble. First, the most recent one. Hales, I would save room and use the water spout only, so you don't have to worry about having a big tower in the way, says Logan Thurman. Not a bad idea. Sometimes I just like using water towers, though. Not that we're short on room here anyways. So I'm gonna keep this water tower here. I think we did use a water spout down here. But I like to use water spouts, wherever there is a worry about space, like cramming it in here. Again, I think I should change this tower to something a little bit smaller, but it's gonna stay as is. We'll say that it was the original tower for the area and they moved it. Like, they literally moved it. Maybe not even piece by piece, in one piece. So, I think I'm going to keep this the way it is. Keep this smaller tower here. Oh, you know what? We need an ash thing. Should I even worry about that? I feel like I should. I definitely should, really. I might just want to connect something up to here. That runs this way, although cramming it in there will be difficult. Anyways, that's a thought for maybe a little while from now. Do we have a... Oh, we do have a lever. It's just a crappy one. Alright, next one. Lol, just another tip. TBA Avenger says, add your grass before trees. It makes it much less of a pain and far less annoying, but that's just the way I do things. It's also faster. Okay, well, here's the thing about that. If I was going to add the grass before the trees, and I realized I could put it in place, and then copy-paste over it, but I haven't run any experiments to know if the grass would stay. I know if I'm copying and pasting over chunks of trees, it'll overwrite the old trees to put the new ones down. So, but by the same token, I know that if I'm copy-pasting over rail lines and stuff, it won't. So, that may have some merit. I'd sort of dismissed it because I knew that copy-pasting got rid of the stuff underneath it, but I think that may have something to do with what settings you have active here. So if I normally turn that off, and I turn this off when I'm copy-pasting forest, because these are the only two things I need. And if I was pasting grass as well, I would turn this on because that counts. This is not just paste track, it's paste splines as well. But if I turn that off, I know it doesn't get rid of track, and I know it doesn't get rid of roads. So I think I can get away with doing that, and that's not a bad idea, I think, and I'll probably do it in the future. If I remember to, that is. It's somehow, just placing tons and tons of trees, you sometimes just get caught up in the excitement. Anyways, he also says you should definitely add some trees at the grassy area at 30-55, even if they are younger trees. Say the town may have replanted after they found nothing on that plot. This is... Oh, okay. Alright, right here. Yeah, I was thinking of putting some trees here. That's good. This is an upper area. There's not enough room for anything else, so when I come through and do scenery in this area, I'll definitely be adding trees over here. This is just... There are going to be some larger houses, like I've said, in the backfield here. I just want to fill out this area more, because it needs it. It needs more buildings, like these, but, spaced out, because this area never really took hold in terms of being that popular. So, next one. If I was you, I'd add 2 different stations, one for the main line pickup and drop-offs, then another in the yard for Central Station. This is also Logan Thurman. I did have a conversation with you about this, but we do have 2 different stations in this town already. This, for whatever you may be thinking, this is no longer a station. This was originally the station for the town, but the tracks have been since pulled up past this point, and it hasn't been part of the main line, well, for a long, long time. and it's now a restaurant. So this this line here, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with the station. This would have been the central station, but that was when there was only one railroad coming here. And then instead, so what happened is that I haven't gone through this on camera, so I'll go through it now. This line that runs from here, that goes over the mountains, these two used to connect to these two, used to connect, you know, through here to these two, ran past the station, ran through what is now the biggest area of the commercial district. I need to back these cars up, they look kind of dumb here. Or I just need to add more over here is what I need to do. Through the biggest area of what is now the commercial district. It was still double track at this point. Through here, under where this embankment is now, past this road and curved onto where this road is, and you'll see the remnants of them popping up there, of the one track that remained when the street was repaved. And it continues on this way, and the two parallel tracks go under where the highway is now, and they surface here. This one's been ended, this one still exists. Or well, sort of. It's now just a stop for this place. And they used to run through here, through here, through here, this way into the woods, and once again through the embankment where the highway is now, and then eventually hooked onto this. Which, this was originally, well, the predecessor to the VMR, which is this railroad now. They had a shoreline. They eventually changed to a more inland route. They sold this section of track. The Gilson Eastern bought it and used it to bring their main line into town here. Which, this 4-tracker is the Gilson Eastern's main line, and it will follow the coastline that way. Whereas this will break off sooner rather than later and head up into the mountains. And this is the Volga Mountains. They have their double-track main line as it heads through town here, although it will recede to single-track once we get out of town. So, this that's the VMR, this is the GE. And so we do have two stations, one of them being here. Where is it? Here, for the Volga Mountains. It's a fairly major station for them, but the building is not anything to write home about. And then the Gilson Eastern does not consider this a major location, and although they have a nice building, they only have side platforms and not express platforms. So any express trains go directly from off-map all the way past this place, past all of the intermediary towns, including the next town down the line, which I think is Bellington. And then go to the city of, the Gilson City, which is way down there. So we do have two different stations, and they both serve independent purposes for two different railroads. And it's alright. So 69 Fortune Boy says, create a light rail line that street runs and free runs. The closest examples I can give you are Los Angeles Metro, San Jose VTA, and Salt Lake UTA. Now, then TBA had a bit of a conversation, points out that it's the wrong era, and they go back and forth a bit. You can read that conversation, I'm not going to transcribe it, but I will say, so there are 4 major railroads on this route. Right now we can see 2 of them, the Gilson Eastern here rather, and the Volga Mountains Railroad, which is here, VMR. Once we reach Gilson City, there will be an interurban company which runs trolley lines as well, in tons of street running and stuff like that. Once we get closer to the city and its immediate suburbs. And that is the New Shoreham Tramway. You can see their logo in the upper right-hand corner of the thumbnail for this video and the other under construction videos. The VMR is the lower right-hand corner, the Gilson Eastern is the lower left-hand corner, and the Zion and Skyline, which is a railroad we have not touched yet and probably won't see for a while because it's pretty distant, is in the upper left-hand corner. and I know I've talked about this before, but just to reiterate, primarily, the VMR is sort of a standard gauge Rio Grande-esque railroad. The VMR, of course, the GE is a more Pennsylvania type with their, 4-track main lines and their position light signals. And this is more of a central thing, but they're more of being flatness. And then the ZNS, the Zion and Skyline, is most like the Norfolk and Western. They love their Malays. They are a very big coal-carrying line. So anyways, and we're only getting small portions of these railroads on the map. Obviously, I'm not going to go do something like the PR Eastern sub from scratch. That would be insanity. But most of the comments on this video were just that conversation between TBA and 69 Fortune Boy about trolley lines and street running and rules and stuff like that. So until we've got another maybe 20 minutes to kill in terms of video things, so I think I'm going to go back to putting up grass here. We do need some grass. Let's get some grass lines, including this one here. This guy is a bit of an aspen grove, that's right, I gave him that. Let's connect this like this. Oh, that's right, I grabbed the grass in the back of somebody's thing instead of this. Like that is like the super dense grass that's beside the railroad track. Now I'll give these guys some grass. Oops, I clicked off the window. Well, that didn't break anything. I can't seem to get this in a location where it would work. Yeah, that works well enough. We'll put some over there in a second, but we do need some back here. Now, this is the area where I definitely will not be doing the grass first. The reason for that being, I don't know where the trees are going to be ahead of time, so it doesn't make any sense to do that. Let's throw some grass in this guy's backyard. And then leave that guy's alone, leave this guy's alone. He trims his grass. He cuts his grass a lot. And now let's get the thinner grass. These guys. So let's run some splines this way. Surround this area as well. Not like anybody's going to really be looking through the trees here, but I want to make it, sort of readily apparent. And you know what? Maybe I should, I don't know if I want to go that far, trying to find like a little playhouse to stick back here, but that would belong there. Yeah, the kids love that place. Alright, let's try to stretch some grass down the road here, though. Because this area is grassed up. Shucks. How am I going to get this to work? Because the grass line, I think, is wider than the road. You know what, it's good enough. I'm okay with leaving good enough alone on this map. I like going in with the heavy, the super heavy detail, but at the same time, you've got to have a limit somewhere. Like, you can't go that crazy. This guy doesn't cut his grass. The homeowners association is all over him, but he doesn't care. Now let's see if I can. All over your porch steps there, mister. He doesn't trim his front lawn. He cares about his back lawn because he actually uses it. But he doesn't care about the front. He doesn't care what other people think of his house. He just likes to have a usable backyard. You know, his neighbors tend to like him. He throws cookouts and stuff. But, you know, he throws them solely in his backyard, of course. That's why he keeps it well trimmed. But if you don't know him, you know, you figure he just doesn't care. And the HOA, well, they don't like the things they're hearing from people outside of the neighborhood, or the immediate neighborhood. So, you know, he's really a good guy. He just doesn't care that much about his front lawn. He doesn't care about his immediate presentation. Okay, we need somebody that doesn't like feed their grass or whatever. Alright, right here. This guy. Let's wait, we should get like a more earthy thing. It's this guy has tried for years to get a lawn that actually grows, and he's just never gotten it. Or at least that's what he asks. That's what he acts like. If you talk to him about it, he'll tell you all about how he's tried every trick in the book, everything everybody's told him. Yeah, it's pretty green, though. Can I get, something that's not so green? There's something that's, you know, sort of patchy. I'm not sure I have exactly what I'm looking for. Although I feel like I've looked for it time and time again. How about this? Turn the scale way down on that. Yeah, this guy. Oh, whoops, no. This guy knows. This guy's got the green thumb. Oh, you know what? Nobody has a garden. I need to do that. That is something I need to do. Also, I need to fill in this place where you can see the grid. There we go. Okay, so we've got another block filled out. We've got like 10 minutes now until next project. Let's check that everything is more or less synchronized still. That's 38. This is 44. That's pretty much right on the money where it's supposed to be. It's all about having stuff in the middle. That seems to be really what makes things look good. Alright, so let's finish up with this. We'll add... Why am I going here? We'll add this. Nope. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Let's just string it across and meet these two poles together. Oh, you know what? We still need to do the driveways. Right. Alright, so let's, we've got to move this guy over to line him up with potential future driveways. Well, they're not even potential at this point. It's about to be his driveway. Actually, I want the one above that for this one. Because this one has 2 driveways on both sides, and also 4 door handles. Alright, connect that to that, connect that to... Oops. Better let me get away with one, but not the other. Because I didn't actually get away with one, did I? It's almost like you have to pay attention to what you're doing. How insane. Let's, hold on, let's do this real quick. What is the height? How about just 0.7? How about 0.6 then? That's better. So now I can lower this one notch. Oh, that was way more than one notch. By the way, to finish the story about the guy who can't get a lawn right, he tries the solutions, but he does try them half-heartedly. Like, he wants to have a lawn, he just doesn't really want to put the effort in. And also, it's sort of a point for him to complain about it now. If he ever had a lawn that, grew well, then what would he complain about then? I'm sure he'd find something. Okay, break this up. Same as always. It's going to be on the right. This way. Nope. On the right when you're going away from you. I got the last one right. How did I not pay attention? Right going away. Alright, that's in the right spot. I can only imagine this guy bumping over these abandoned railroad tracks every single day. Twice a day at least. It'd get annoying fast. And I should have done the driveways over there first. Before going through with all this. But, for the most part, they're not going to be the same spot. They usually aren't. I did not just... What the... Whatever. I clicked it and it went down for some reason. We're gonna have some part of the neighborhood that just doesn't have sidewalk on one or both sides. My neighborhood did not have that much in the way of sidewalks, like at all. Oh, but the other thing was the roads were they were not this high compared to everything. In fact, like we had curbs, so the roads were typically kind of sunk compared to your lawn. But we just didn't have sidewalks very much. The few we did have were like 1929, 1930s. Had like the WPA stamp on them still. So, they were not that common. So, we can do this as well. Again, I think I should be adding the driveways for this side, though, before I go through and do anything else with the road geometry. So, we'll put you here. That makes sense. That guy has a porch there. The thing is, sometimes I'll come up with something. Oh, I can't put that... Oh, I can put this there and then just move the house a little bit to line it up. Oops. And I always go to the track tab instead of, well, the correct one. Whoops. Right, that goes there. This can go across from here pretty well. And then we'll put just like a double driveway here for this guy and for this guy. So we don't have to worry about that right now. This guy, will give like a blue thingy to him. A blue garage. This is doable because I can just get rid of them for that. What is this? It's a weird shed. These guys' driveways all sort of meet together in one spot. Alright, so this needs to be swapped out with one that has none. That is no sidewalks. That one right there. Okay, this one. We'll go through all these and then we'll adjust the driveways to fit. Wrong way, wrong way. Right there. Oh, I think that's a autosave. Either that or it's, you know, the game crashing due to too many trees. Alright, this is just going to be the same thing flipped onto the other side. So that means, like I said, going away, it's on the right. So that means from here to here. Yeah, that's fine. That works. Let me just adjust that. Oh, great. Alright, so worry about the one down there in a second. Not entirely sure I have to. There. I know a lot of people that have, as well, chain link fences between their driveways, and not really anywhere else. So, I should pay attention and do that somewhere. Yeah, this needs a driveway. This guy didn't get one. I was looking for a driveway spline, and that guy doesn't have one. Yeah, it's part of the building. What do you do if you have a building and you don't want the driveway on that? Because you can't use that building. That's a double. Here's a single. There. There. Alright, so that's all our driveways. Yeah, that's all of our driveways. We can finish adding the telephone poles on this side now. So connect that, string it to here. I'm not going too crazy overboard, because if I was going to do that, I would be attaching the wires to individual houses. Frankly, I don't think there's a really easy way to make that look good, and there isn't really a way that makes it stand out whatsoever anyways. Oh, I don't want to attach the vertex. I don't want to attach the thing to the fence. I just want to put it here. There. And then I could send stuff this way, although these two are not connected through here, and that makes sense. We do need to connect this through town. Yeah, we need to finish stringing this through town here. Oh, whoops, I already did part of that. Yep, I know I can't do that. Whatever, I don't care. This is slightly bumped. There we go. That should have gotten rid of the bump. It did. It did. It was just shoddy, shoddy pavement. It happens. Let's go this way. Honestly, these are some of the best phone poles I've seen, although I may use different ones in a different town. I may use different ones in the next town. Also, I forget where I put the power plant. on the map. Because we do have to run these, you know, the major electrical wires to it. I didn't want to attach that. I just want it to go into the same place. Alright, so we'll continue this way. Once I've strung these to the substation, I'll be happy. Substation is up there. I do as well need to add stroop lights. We don't have any of those, except at the intersections. Those would be nice. We're not so far advanced that we can just say, hey, you know, there are road reflectors. Because they were not a common thing yet. Hell, they still aren't a common thing. A lot of places have them, but a lot of places don't. Alright. And now, let's connect it to here. Just put it in the building, why not? Yeah, we've got power poles now. Yay, go us. It'd be nice to have a spline of like that actually has lights built in. I feel like that'd be useful. And it would make sense. Alright, we need a thing though. Where is it? We need a parking lot. That's what we need. And let's send it through here. Oh, I actually got the side right. Awesome. Oh, and you know what? Let's add room for a sidewalk. Parking lot. Do we have a double one? It's not the same one. Oh wait, yes it was, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. I don't have a double version of that. That's odd. Whatever, I'll take one and I'll turn it around. It'll work. Whoops. I said turn it around. Why is there not a double version of this? So how the hell am I going to connect these? Path concrete. Nope. Wait, how wide is this? It's exactly what we need. Hold on. Where is the house that I was working on? That I said needed some walkways. I mean, all of the houses need walkways. But, connect that to that. Look at it's beautiful. Actually, I'm not going to put that there right now. But, this is the one I was thinking of. I need this. Like that. Of all the small changes, that's not the most groundbreaking one, but that's really nice to have. And I'll try to remember that. Oh, we have a PRR Pratt truss. Oh, that's a road bridge. Oh, I'll have to use that somewhere, though. I mean, I'd have to use it somewhere if it was a rail bridge as well. You know, that's that. Okay, what was I doing? I was trying to connect things here. You know what we need? You know what, actually, in all seriousness, we need that. There we go. Now just watch. So straighten that out. Oh my god. Straighten it out. There. If we add like a slab looking thing here, and then grab one of the intersections that go with it. So something like that, but not quite. Something like, not that either. Get a yarn T intersection. There's stuff. Not that. This. And so once we hook this up, once this baby hits 1.21 gigawatts. Alright, so there. That to there. It's incredibly small, but so be it. Okay, no. How about doing that? Oh, that's right. This thing's broken. Slightly. Yep, still broken. Hasn't gotten any less broken since I stopped working on it. By working on it, I mean sort of staring at it angrily and hoping it fix itself. But yeah, we're just going to sort of paint this gray. Not sure if stuff actually spawns on this. So, if it doesn't, we win, but... Yeah, what is this color gray? Like this? Oh, this. Yeah, there we go. Sure, why not? Okay, and then this is here. We'll have to connect that to there. And we'll just sort of string up cars all through here. That's not a big deal. Let's get rid of... No. Let's get rid of being able to see the grid lines under here. And then, I don't know, I guess I'll just do this in dirt as well. I should do a lot of this in dirt, really, but... Where's our friendly neighborhood grass texture? Literally, the grass I use for the neighborhood. You know what? I never checked what the area at that timestamp was. I think I know. Oh, wait. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Sorry. Totally forgot that I did that. I thought I had actually forgotten. Whoops. Wait. I forgot to remember to forget. This, I should add like a curb around this and, you know, plant. I think I'm just going to plant trees on it, or shrubs. Shrubs works. You see these in parking lots. And then I'm going to cover this in asphalt. Not that it really matters, but I'm going to use an asphalt texture here. Because it's underneath the building. But I'm going to put a sidewalk here, and if there's a little gap, I don't want to see grid lines. I do need some multiple industries back here as well. Go on there. By the way, I will say I picked what we're going to work on per day on the fly completely. So if you have a specific thing that you actually want me to work on in an episode, whether it's to demonstrate how, you do some such thing, or you just want to see me do it, or you just want to see it done, rather. Because that's a motivation in itself. If there's something that's nagging at you that I haven't finished it yet, I can embark on that in an episode after being asked, of course. And, yeah, I probably will. Because, motivation. It's motivation to get the stuff done. I think I was talking to maybe TBA, saying, it's like, I don't want to quit on this map, or whatever. And I said, well, here's what you do. You start a YouTube series where you work on it for 2 hours a week, and then you're stuck doing that forever. Let's grab the other one. How about the other one? There we go. Let's connect that to there. Connect this to here. There. We have our totally legit parking area. Well, this area definitely looks better, that's for sure. Looks a lot better than it did a minute ago. Now let's spread some dirt, rub some dirt on it, around the side of the building here, and right here. And I think we're going to fill in this area with grass and trees. Oh yeah, I did say I wanted to finish this area today. Well, this is as much of a shopping center as we're going to get. We're not going to get, we're not going to be sticking buildings in here next to the main drag, so let's just fill it in. Actually, this should be a copy-paste from this area. This is big enough. So, we'll do that. Off camera. Same thing with maybe this area and this area. Maybe this area all the way through to here. It needs that work. When I go through and do another round of trees, then yeah. But also I do need this for right here. It's just going to be this area. It's going to be fairly clean and well taken care of, but that's just going to be what this area is. Let's use this dirt here as a little boundary. And fill this in all the way to the back of here. And we'll put a fence up as well. This is the sort of project that I'm going to finish over a period of time instead of immediately. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this in the next 15 minutes, especially considering it's now apparently going to take some tree copy pasting, which is not something I do on camera. But this area in here, I'm not sure what to do with. I'll probably just leave it sort of dirty. I'll leave it like the industrial park area. So we'll use this sort of dirty grass. Mostly the dirty grass. Because, why not? Alternately, I could make it like a park. Have some other little stores lined up here. But this is not the kind of place that people will come to. Whatever. Oh, we need a drive-in. That's what we need. Not here, but we definitely need one. Maybe I'll put one... Maybe I'll put one in the next town over. At Bellington instead. I don't know why Olive wouldn't have one, but then again, maybe Bellington came in and swooped all that, you know, swooped up all that business. Filling these gaps. And we'll grass it up a little bit. I'm not gonna. Maybe I could put some trees out here. Doesn't matter too much. I feel like the foundation of a building as well, if I have one. And also, I know I've said this before, but if I mention something and you know that it exists, or there's something in particular that you want me to use, feel free to turn me on to it in the comments, because when I see them, like when I initially read them, I may not jump on it, but when I am building and I have the comments, section of the episode, is what I mean. When I see your comment, like, hey, use such and such thing, then I'll be sort of inclined to use it right then and there. And so, obviously, then only point something out to me if you think I should be using it, but if I find it and I like it, I might open the pick list and stick it in there and come back to it later. Fill this in with dirt. Nothing too worrisome about that. I do just want to get these connected. Wish I could turn off tracks on the thing so I could see just texture and how it looks. At the very least, we can zoom out, change this to turn off gradients, and see a lot better. So we filled this in with the same sort of sporadic green instead of forest, which I think makes sense. So we'll fill it in with the sporadic green. Maybe up to here there'll be forest and then sporadic green. And then grass that in. Like no trees have grown in here since, which is a thing that happens. So let's do this. There isn't going to be as much, black area. Not as much coal on the ground or whatever. Just area that nothing grows. Because this isn't an area that's actively used for industrial purposes too much. Except for the nearby businesses, which aren't really industrial. The transload facility is one thing, but it's not, it's not several mills. Whoops. Okay, so that's getting done. It sort of looks like, we're making some sort of abstract art with the way the textures interact on the grid. It's like this could look like some sort of bird. And this is an archway. The bird is going towards the archway. Maybe it's maybe it's a piece about heaven or something. I don't know. Modern art gets a lot of crap. I can understand why, but at the same time, I don't think it's all that bad. Okay. Well, I could have done that. Yeah, but you didn't. That's not really my rebuttal, but if that's anybody's only point about it, you could say that with anything, there, couldn't you? Well, I could have done that. I mean, yeah, maybe with the right training and the right mindset, you can do pretty much anything. That's, all humans are as far as the scale of things goes, all humans are fairly equally capable. But it's about the drive to do certain things first. Now we're making camo. That's what we're doing. Nobody's going to be able to find this part of town. Should Should I push this right up? Yeah, I'll put it right up to the edge there. Alright, so that's that right there. There. Where was I going to end that? Okay, so right along here I can do that. Fill in these two spots. This one. Everything else is going to get dirt, and then some splines on top of it. And then these two areas are going to be, you know, quote-unquote connected. I said last episode, I really like it when that happens. You know, you branch out, you go a bunch of different directions, but then when you come back around and fill in the gaps, that's you know, when things start to look good. Let's grab some of this texture, put some on the ground. Just area where we're not going to be putting grass or anything like that. It's too dirty. Connect this like that. Same. We're going to be using this dirt texture a lot. Frankly, I find it to be a very, very good all-purpose texture. And we'll be coming back to it. Undoubtedly. So this is going to be trees, this is going to be trees. None of this area is going to be trees. This is going to be trees. And then this area right here, I'm not sure about. I think I might make this like parking lot. Well, the area down here, I'll stick some trees in that. And because we have some commercial shops here, you know, it actually probably deserves to be a parking lot, all things considered. And we should probably have a parking lot here. So let's... No, because where else are people going to park for this? Doesn't make sense. So let's spread this here, and then we'll flatten this area a little bit, and then just add some parking spots. So this, grab it. Alright, now I need the spline. It's all about rolling with the ideas that you have. Oh, we've got people taking the turn for some reason. Oh, can cars not leave here, though? Now that that's that way? That's a pain. That's not great. We'll leave that as is. Okay, and then, oh, where's the edge of the building? Where is it? Show me the building. There we go. That's the wrong way. It's really the wrong color asphalt, but that's not a big deal. And that's sort of dipping off. Alright, let's lower this so that it gets right... There we go. I wasn't sure it was going to be that easy, but we're going to be fiddling with it for ages. There we go. That's probably as good as it's going to get. We've got a parking lot now. Maybe I should rim it with a sidewalk or walkway or something, but I don't feel like it's going to end up under too much heavy scrutiny. Then again, I've been doing a lot of stuff under the, you know, full well under the knowledge that none of this is going to be getting heavy scrutiny, and I'm still doing it. So, you know, when the ideas are flowing, use them. That's all I've got to say to you map makers out there. Not that most people have trouble with that, because most people are not sitting down for a pre-specified period of time to work on the maps. They work on it when they feel like it. So, it's you know, I'm playing a different ball game than most people. Attach that right there. Yeah, I need to continue filling this in with the dirt and the scrub grass, I guess. It's like normal grass, except it's been... I don't know. Oh, crap. No, I wanted to change things real quick to patch up the bit of texture that I sort of overlapped by accident. There we go. This area can have grass that's right up along the side of the retaining wall. But for the most part, I'm just going to worry about getting dirt right up along the side of the tracks. As for the shiny texture over there, I don't really know what to do with that. It looked good. Yeah, it was one of the first textures I laid down, period, in this map, but it's not great, and I should probably stop using it. Area, although this area might actually warrant that exact texture for the use that I've been applying it, for the uses I've been applying it in, which is generally embankments. I think this area deserves it. And while it is shiny, like a little bit too shiny sometimes, it doesn't look that bad. So here and around the side. What are we going to use underneath the highway, though? What did we use underneath the highway? Oh, that texture, huh? Yep. Right? Yep. We did use this texture. Why does it look so shiny in certain places? Oh wait, no, it's the top texture that's shiny. Okay, never mind. The side texture is fine. That's what I'm forgetting. Fill this in. We're going to be going through with grass sooner or later. Oh, this can't have grass, though. This needs to be dirt. That's actually... that lined up fairly well. And then here. Here. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to do the splines today, but splining this place up will be a project for next time. And then just finishing just this end, although, oh, I need to continue the road to there, don't I? At least a little bit. At least to show that it connects, and then add some stuff. Oh, and it goes wicked uphill. That's less than ideal. Change it that. Alright, that's fine. We'll add something else up here. But not really any defined parking like this. And I think I should change this as well. To not dirt. This area needs... You know, let's just patch this up and that'll be it. And I think... Oh, I made an oops. I made an oops. Alright, still got a few more seconds, but that's kind of going to be it. So, this is that. We'll finish this off sooner or later. I'm going to come through here and tree this up and this up. And then we'll have another thing connected. We've got to work on this. Like, I think this area is as done as it's going to be with the buildings. So, maybe one more house, but I don't think so. So that means we can do this block and have all this area connected, which is going to look good. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Trademan out.